Greetings and welcome to today's video. On this fine day, I got to fly with my buddy Marlon and his son Marlon. Do you mind little Marlon being on YouTube some?
No.
Or no? Okay.
No.
Does little Marlon mind?
You mind being famous?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Might wrangle your little girlfriend. Wouldn't be so bad, huh? Marlon's friend Clay took us up in his plane. It's a four-seater Piper. I have never flown in a small plane like this, so it was quite the experience, especially because Elsa and I are so interested in getting our pilot's licenses in the future. That is, in fact, why we named Pilot, because we named Camp, and proceeded to camp for the next 5 years, so we figured if we named Pilot, we could become pilots. I actually got to fly for a little bit, well, hardly fly, but just man the controls while we were cruising. And it was one of the most unique sensations I've ever felt. It was extremely intense, but really mellow with really gentle inputs. I can't really describe the feeling, but it spiked my adrenaline and was very chill at the same time.
Our place is right, like, just to the right here.
We flew over our house while we were up there, and that was really cool too.
Good morning. Today I'm gonna take a glucose test to see how my body reacts to glucose. I'm just gonna make a sugary breakfast, then I'm gonna test my blood sugar. Hopefully we will be below 140. That will mean that my body is processing sugar well. Here's my breakfast. My pancakes with chocolate chips and orange and a slice and a half of bacon. If I was not doing a glucose test, I would make eggs with this. I would have already had my yogurt and protein smoothie, and I'd put some nut butter on the pancakes to have some fat with this.
What you think, Camp? You gonna get a little bite?
With Vermont syrup. Okay, we're back. 2 hours later. Just oiled my hair before my shower with some rosemary oil. I've got my Delio and my other Delio. Reading. 95. So when I took it recently, it was after I'd had steak, eggs, sauerkraut, and bone broth for breakfast. It was at 85, so 95 is great. My midwife said we're looking for anything below 140, so 95 I'd say is pretty good. We had some people asking on a recent video what our outdoor shower system is and how we keep it from freezing. This is it. It's a Julka hot tap. Our bathroom shower is all hooked up, ready to go. The drains, the water in, water out, everything. I'm so excited, but the shower itself is not finished, so we're still using our outdoor shower. Back in the day, we made an outdoor shower system. That's Barron's Hot Girl Summer video. But the Julka hot tap, the same shower system, was awful outside because it would blow out in the wind, the pilot light, so the water would get cold. It was just not a good system. We donated that and then bought a new one a few years later, and that's what we're using, and it's fine when it's inside. So if you had it attached to a van or something on the inside, it'd probably work great. It has to be plugged into power, plugged into propane, and connected to water. It's 35 degrees outside. I have the water set to be 112 degrees, which is not exactly accurate. Pilot light just lit on the inside. Okay. So long as the wind is not blowing at all, it's really nice. The wind is blowing a little bit right now. Here's what I use on my face. Atone hyaluronic acid. Rose water. For the hyaluronic acid to have something to absorb into my skin. Then I have this mix of jojoba oil and castor oil. Mix a few drops of that with the Atone Universal Serum. And that's all I do. I try to do that morning and night. It's so dry out here, and I've just kind of surrendered to my fine lines and wrinkles. They look better now than they ever will. I think I'm gonna order a new bedspread today. I've been shopping around for them for months. This bedspread is Barron's that he's had since high school. It's for a twin size bed. We had it all throughout Scamp Life. It's got holes and whatever. We just didn't want to buy a nice new one until we had a house so that we could keep beating it up. It's just some sort of, like, I don't know, old Target synthetic filled comforter. I'd really like to have a down duvet, but I think we're just so hard on our stuff that I think that'll be a like 40-year-old me thing. In Sweden, I see that they take their duvets and they will just hang them over a deck railing once a week to air out and get some sunlight on it to help eliminate bacteria. We don't currently have our deck built, but out this door, this bedroom door, we will have a little patio with a deck railing. And whenever that happens, maybe that's when we'll get our down duvet. Or maybe not. Some people just like to have comforters and quilts, like layered bedding. So I don't know. I bought some cotton towels for the first time in my adult life. Those are coming in soon. People are saying I'm nesting. And I say, no, I'm not. I'm just being an adult, okay? You want to see the bump? I made English muffins and chicken noodle soup with a whole chicken.
Too bad we don't have a soda for the side.
Soda for the side?
Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
So... This is a mix of bone broth that I made the other day and then chicken stock that I made by cooking the chicken. Like, duh! When you cook a chicken in water, you get stock.
It looks like you're talking to Cam. Your camera was just perfectly aligned with him looking at you. Those are good.
Are you kidding?
Am I kidding? What do you mean by kidding?
Tastes like an English muffin, doesn't it? Just doesn't have the cornmeal on it.
It's amazing. I am wiring up some light bulbs. Well, I guess not specifically. I'm wiring up one light bulb and 2 outlets, but now it's dark because it's officially 3 o'clock. Elsa just convinced me to start filming right now. Not ideal. I'll show you what I got going on though. This is gonna be a light fixture. He comes down here and joins in the junction box. It's easiest if this light switch is the termination point for your series of outlets, because it's easier to like join 2 different outlets together on the sides of an outlet because it's got the right places for it. That's easier than doing it on a switch, because on a switch you kind of got to like make your junctions for it. So what I'm doing is I'm starting at like the end point and working my way back to next outlet and then joining them in. And that way I don't have to cut the power until I'm like doing this part, because all of this is just totally dead, so that the house isn't without power for the evening. And then I'll put another breaker in here and then run a new outlet to our washer, and then another breaker will go out and around to punch out for the kitchen. Actually, I'll put the kitchen on 2 separate breakers more than likely, so that like our big draw items like the espresso machine and the oven can be running at the same time and not flip the breaker. But yeah, that's all to code. I guess you can have up to, I don't know, a number of outlets more than I anticipated. The moment of truth. Whoa. Let's go. A light on a switch on an outlet. Let's go, dude.
Heck yeah! Yip skiddly freaking do, baby!
And these are LifeX bulbs like we have everywhere else, so I'll be able to like set the dim on it and everything.
I got a text from Linnea a few hours ago, and she said she dropped off a package in our mailbox. She gave me some altar candles and some body butter. This gorgeous journal, a lunar journal. And I've never had a journal bag before. This is exactly my speed. And then a lunar calendar for the year. plus a bunch of super cute notes. I always keep anybody's love letters that anyone sends me. I keep them all. Oops. These are some of my old journals. I'm filming my 2025 bullet journal video. Stickers, pictures, just love letters that I get. I keep all of them. This is a Native American heritage breed, a churro lamb hide. It was worked with so much love and heart, and I hope baby Link loves it. I had the greatest time tanning this for you, and I made sure to smoke it extra long so it'll be durable and hold up for a lifetime of snuggles, tummy time, naked baby bones, and cozy naps. I'm trying not to cry. That's so cool.
You can cry. You should cry.
Look how nice. Look how nice it is.
It's very nice. It's a cool color too.
She tanned this herself from a local sheep hide. It smells so nice and smoky from smoking it. I love the smoky smell.
Camp, did you find a new house? Is that so nice? Thank you, Linnea. Elsa put it on the floor because Pilot's scared of it.
Come on, Pilot. I think Linnea mentioned that one of her dogs was also very scared of the hide, the first hide that she brought back, that she tanned. And then we have this boy who loves the hide. That's nice, isn't it? She's always loved having her arms scratched.
And the wind makes her a little bit afraid of the
A
whole
little
world.
scared of the wind for being such a tough girl. So here's this stunning hide from Linnea in daylight. This is one of a kind. Obviously, it was from the life of one sheep. I just got on IKEA's website and saw that you can buy a sheepskin hide for $30. This hide right here was tanned chemical-free by an individual. It was smoked, cleaned. It's just so beautiful. She put days of work into this, and we will treasure this for a lifetime. I just cannot believe it. Camper has been laying on it. I'm trying not to get him too comfortable. I want to keep it kind of clean for the baby. It's just amazing. This is such a special, special gift. Linnea is a good gift giver, I tell you what. She's always given me such cool gifts. I'm walking to get the mail right now. I bought myself something that I've wanted for a long time, but I haven't pulled the trigger. I've said it before, shopping gives me extreme anxiety, so I don't do it very often. I was picking out a comforter recently. I did end up going with a down duvet. And I told Barron that I wish the therapy part of retail therapy actually worked for me. Spending money is not therapeutic in any way. It just stresses me out. I'll spend money on business things like buying new silver. Sometimes I'll upgrade our tech. Like we bought an iMac computer this year to edit on. That's been amazing. Those things I don't feel bad about spending money on because I know that they're investments in tools that help us grow our money. But just casual, frivolous things like clothes, entertainment, decor, I'd rather not have it than spend the money on it. Some of that comes from living in a 13-foot trailer and learning how little we need and how more stuff doesn't make me more happy. And some of it is a deeply rooted psychological issue, feeling like I don't deserve things. But I did buy myself this It's a mix of something, whoa, it's a mix of something I both wanted and needed. Let me run back up and I'll show ya. Oh my god. What's so funny?
It's cute. It's kind of perfect. Are you a rapper now?
Lane 8 represent. This is nice, huge. This was the only size they had left, a 3XL.
Tell them about your listenership on Lane 8. The last like 4 years.
I'm in the top 0.5% of Lane 8 listeners on Spotify. I'm creating a Lane 8 birth playlist.
When I was so sick and walking out of the forest, I listened to his album on repeat. So now whenever I listen
Which
to
time
it,
was that?
when I had food poisoning.
Oh, not like a drug-induced sickness.
No.
There'd probably been
Not that I've ever had one of those. Huh?
Probably been a couple of those too.
Maybe so.
So I needed this because my other sweatsuit that I think I've been wearing throughout this whole video before this is too tight. 3XL was the last size of this matching hoodie that there was, so I'm like, all right.
Will you just roll up the sleeves?
I'll probably just wear it like this.
Okay.
It's probably good that this part here is brown, so that when I sit down, anything white is really dangerous in this house. Big stand for Lane 8. Is that right? The right use of that?
Yes.
I am a stan.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
I broke my back this morning. I broke it. I thought there was a caterpillar crawling on me. It was just the string of my sweatpants. And the sudden shift, the sudden startle, I think made me pull a muscle in my back. Oh, right there.
Hey, welcome back to me not really knowing what I'm doing. We're running a new outlet for the washer dryer. Washer dryer goes here. Have the box all set up. I'm gonna clean this up once it's like in its final resting place. And I'm gonna put the outlet on this bay so that if this stuff leaks, it doesn't get on the outlet. That's gonna go up through all these holes. A lot of these I had to kind of mangle because I don't have like a perfect bit for them. And then down and then up into the box. And even though our washer dryer doesn't pull a ton of amps, I'm gonna put it on its own breaker just to kind of isolate it. So yeah, let's run the wire here, bud. Now I need to cut power to the breaker.
Cut what?
Cut power to the breaker. Oh shit.
Now you don't know why?
No. I'll eventually be confident enough to show you more of what I'm doing, but I'm still getting this figured out and I don't know all of the exact best practices. I just know enough to like get it done and be safe. Also, I'm gonna swap this with a GFCI. I don't even know if that's for sure code, but it would just be a little bit safer. I also found out that you can, if you have one GFCI outlet, if you wire the ones behind that, then they adopt the GFCI protection because the GFCI outlets are a little more expensive. And don't like take anything that I'm doing or saying to the bank because I am figuring all this out as I go. And I'm giving myself a little bit of slack with each outlet in the wall just because I don't know if these are gonna stay here. So I want to be able to do something different if I need to.
Looks so professional. I mean, it does. It looks like an outlet in our house.
Sweet. So now our washer is on its own independent breaker, which is what we wanted. Thank you for joining me on how I did this, and follow along as I learn. Is that a giggle?
Yeah.
About what?
My Lane 8 hoodie's glowing like I'm at a rave. Nope. I've had this Gemba red panel, I think it's 12 inches by 12 inches for a couple years now. I love it. It's so nice in the winter. I bought it thinking maybe it would be like a sun replacement in the winter. It's not that. It doesn't give you vitamin D or UV light. Does it give you UV? It doesn't give you vitamin D, but it's great for healing the body. Supposedly it promotes collagen in the skin, so sometimes I'll do my face. And in the winter, it gets so dark so early that we always use orange and red lights to light the space, but I also will use this in the morning when it's just me, and I'll journal with the red light just as a light. It's pretty nice. You see this?
Got a new blanket. Moving up in the world.
You see what a cloud we're living in now? So if you had that blanket since high school,
Yeah.
that's the only comforter we've slept with since I've known you.
Damn near 20 years.
13 years. I said earlier I never wanted to swap to something nicer because,
We would just trash it.
yeah, not because we wanted to, but we just are pretty rough.
But now we got a washer.
Yes, we do. I was talking to Linnea and told her my strategy for blanket layering on our bed, and she still lives in her van, and she said, no dude, you gotta do the duvet. You have to get a down duvet. But she also said get the linen duvet cover.
I think once it's washed a couple times, this will be really nice.
Oh, I love fresh crunchy linen.
Well, it's just a little scratchy.
I know, I love it. But it will get nicer and nicer over time. You know what my final dream is for a bed?
What?
I want flannel sheets for winter. I think I would be sweating up.
Yeah, this is already hot.
I know. I got the lightest duvet. This is a lightweight duvet, and it is a cloud.
I think we're used to sleeping cold though. Like,
That's because
just with that little comforter, we would sleep in teens in the scamp. With
negative
the,
sometimes.
yeah, with the stove barely going, or not going at all.
Well, that creates more brown fat in your brain, doesn't it? It's better to sleep. Is that
Otherwise,
also?
you become a waterhead.
Yeah.
Can't become a waterhead. You got to be a fathead. Yeah, you're totally right. I'm sorry for being an idiot.
It's better for you to sleep in the cold, but
To an extent, I'm sure.
we're over it.
Yeah. We're so pampered. Speaking of pampering, our A-frame is filled with baby shower gifts. Thank you all for supplying us with those. It's kind of feels crazy to be receiving things that we need, but
It feels amazing to have so much support from people we've never met in person.
I keep thinking that baby's gonna need some stabilized binoculars, but
Throw them on the registry, probably eventually. No, we're just kidding.
some of us are kidding. Some of us are pretty serious. But yeah, thank you so much for all the things. We're gonna do a digital baby shower, which will be our only baby shower on the winter solstice.
December 21st.
Just because we figured that's a good day, easy to remember, and it's the shortest day of the year, so it'll be dark at noon for everybody, and we can just hang out together.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like, what, early afternoon or something?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like we'll be excited that day, so it might like
Yeah, we'll
be
get
right
started.
afternoon. or
Well, it
something.
happens to be a Saturday, which is convenient. So hopefully we'll be able to catch as many of you as we can.
We should we're gonna live stream it, but we should also like film that day, like moving all the boxes into the house, and then that could be part of the video to send people to the live stream. I'm excited because we got like an air filter,
Yeah, we put some things on the registry that we really, really need for our home.
like a humidifier and air filter.
I have been suffering with bloody noses, but I have no idea which of those packages the humidifier is in. So I'm really looking forward to opening everything up, and it's just crazy. We're so thankful. I have been slowly adding little things to the registry since I created it a few weeks ago, like pacifiers and wipes and whatever I come to learn that I might need.
Like stabilized binoculars, maybe.
I have not put those on the registry yet, but if if you really are dying to get involved in this baby registry, I'll leave a link. Again, there is no pressure. There has been no pressure. We created this for our YouTube audience because so many people asked for it, and it's been really unreal to see the support and to feel the support and the love from all of you.
And my parents have been receiving all the boxes, so my mom's been peeking in some of them whenever they get them, just because she doesn't know what's on the registry, so she's like, oh, you're gonna love this. So they've been slowly delivering the boxes to us, and now they're piled into our A-frame.
So baby shower in 3 weeks, December 21st on the winter solstice.
Which is kind of early, right? Like normally people do it closer to due date. But then I want to be able to like see what we got and kind of fill gaps, you know?
I think people do whatever they want. Because I'm feeling like, let's get it. I need to feel some stability here.
Yeah.
I need to get this stuff dialed and know what we're working with and gather the things that we don't have.
Oh, so you're nesting?
No.
This sure looks like a nesty
I'm
piece.
just being an adult.
Look at you in your hoodie
I'm not
and
nesting.
your nice duvet. It's not a nest. It's not a nest. Why are you so against nesting? You're a little bird. It's not a nest. This is a house made of sticks.
Made of concrete, actually. We've been nesting for years.
Yeah, I feel like that's like, it's just what you do as a human, right?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just being an adult. I'm not nesting for a baby.
But you are.
But I'm getting ready to. I would really like to. So I'm excited for
You're
this
talking
baby
about
shower.
opening all this stuff that is in fact parts of the nest for said baby.
I know. I'm excited.
But
I'm
you're
ready.
not nesting.
I'm not right now.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Totally.
Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. You were breathing on me all night last night.
You snore mouth breathe right in my face, and I have to sleep the other way so I can get out of your gust.
I don't do that because I have tape on my mouth.
And then you tape your mouth and you say unreal. We need to put some tubes in your nose. Like some pecs. I don't think it's in your nose, I think it's how
It's my tongue.
the back of your tongue closes your mouth and it just flaps on there.
It's my tongue. That's why.
It's like one of those like exhaust systems that have the flap, you know, that when they push it out it goes like this. That's you.